Hey there YouTube, this is Catfish Catcher Cody signing in with you today. I just want to show you my quick and easy bass setup that I have. Because tomorrow I'm going to a family reunion and there's a lake there and luckily I'm going to be able to fish it. So I've got information on the lake. I asked some of my buddies that fish there what they used and what caught them a lot of fish. So I packed up a small tackle box and I have my Strictly Shimano setup all ready to go. Alright, I'm going to show you what's inside the box and why I chose what's inside the box. Now this is all basic stuff now, remember, okay? All basic stuff for bass fishing. Okay, I love this spinner right here. This is one of my favorite spinners. I only caught a couple fish on this, but it's basically a brand new lure. I got this on sale for like $3 at a local bait shop. So it's a pretty big bait actually if you compare it to the size of my hand. It's a pretty big bait. So you usually think big bait, big fish, but that's not always the case. A jitterbug for on top water. Jitterbugs always work for me. I mean, it has more of a darker color to it. Towards the back, it has a brighter color. I'm hoping that this doesn't affect it during the day. I know use brighter colors during the day and darker colors towards the night, but this is what I'm going to be using for tomorrow during the day. I want to get a smaller size jitterbug. It's about that big on my hand. Another top water lure that I'm going to be using is this white buzzbait. I used it on the river. I had a couple hits on it. Brand new. I just really introduced myself to buzzbaits. Haven't been very fond of them in the past, but I see all my buddies catching them on them, so you know I thought to myself, might as well start now, right? My next bait I'm going to be using is spinner baits. And hold on 1 minute. I got to get them untangled. All right. This is my first spinner bait. It's a chartreuse white mix. I'm almost positive this is a Booyah bait. Yep, this is a Booyah bait. I've actually caught several bass on this, and I've caught crappie on this too. Has really nice bright colors. The blades on it are really nice. I really enjoy the blades. Let's get a little bit of close up on that. I really enjoy the blades, and I really like using these kind of baits for bass fishing just because of my own personal preference. I'd rather use something that I'm constantly reeling in than something I have to really take my time with. That's just because I need to work on being a more patient fisherman. But this is my brand new spinner bait that I got. It was over at Dick's. I got this for $5. It's a chartreuse, orange, and green with black stripe mix with a yellow or chartreuse trailer on the back of it. This lure, I really like this by Strike King. I lost one of these in a tree and it fell into the water. As I said in one of my earlier videos, that was the one where I kicked the snapping turtle and then swam like Michael Phelps to the side of the boat. But this I'm going to hopefully try tomorrow. I'm not going to try many things as big as this because I hear that the lake is filled with algae, considering right now this is like late summer, close to getting into the fall. So I'm debating on using it or not. But I'm keeping it in there just in case if I change my mind. Something you can never go wrong with that I always use is an orange rooster tail. Rooster tails always come in handy. I've always loved rooster tails. I grew up on them, and they've always given me luck no matter what kind of fish I'm going for. I've caught bluegills, crappie, bass, all kinds of stuff on these. Another blue spinner. These are all good for bass, mind you. Any kind of panfish, even trout will hit on these. I've caught a trout on this spinner actually. All different kinds of stuff. I packed backup hooks, and I'll show you what I'll use these hooks for later. Those are just backups in case if I run out. Well, just a ready-to-go bait right here, ready-to-go rubber worm. I have Rapala I see a lot of these in people's tackle boxes. They seem to be a popular bait, but I know I've caught a lot of nice bass on this, and I know it's always going to be helpful in the future, so I said might as well, take it over and try it. I'm always going to be able to try new baits wherever I go. This bait I have in my hand right now, this football jig, I just recently traded for. I traded a couple plastics, and I traded, I believe, one of my Bell setups for this football jig. It really attracted me. I just wanted to give it a shot. I really don't know how to use football jigs. I'm taking a wing at it with just jigging it across the bottom with a nice motion. Bobbers, just in case if I really want to revert to these with small jigs that I have in the bottom of my tackle box. Bottom of my tackle box. Here we go. This is my lineup of Mr. Twister stuff. Mr. Twister is the absolute best thing that I can tell you for panfish or bass, because Mr. Twister never lets me down. I have the 1-inch ones. Remember, see, they're all white. I go by white. This is just the color to go by for me whenever I buy Mr. Twister. You have the teeny tails, white, and you have, let's see here, what are these? These are little bits. And then these are the meanie tails. These are the 3-inch ones. I haven't really had much luck with the 3-inch ones, but the other ones I have. I have packed my Reaction Innovations Smalley Beavers. This is corn dog color. It's mainly brown with a chartreuse end on them. This is something that I always love to use for bass. It's made by Gary Yamamoto. It's a purple with blue flake Senko. And these things are absolutely amazing. I've caught so many bass on these. And they're just, honestly, this is probably the best bait I have in my tackle box right now, besides those Mr. Twisters for soft plastics, because these are just absolutely amazing. Probably my third runner-up would probably have to be the Whiskey River Tube or the Corn Dog Reaction Innovations. I have a pill bottle filled with swivels. You always need swivels. As you can see, they're down in there. It's filled. I have my hooks ready for my soft plastics. I have all these chew cans that I have, beef jerky and chewing tobacco. I have them labeled. I said good split on them. What that means is good split shots. Let's see here. These are small jig heads in here. These are my circle hooks in here. If you don't know what a circle hook is I'll show you. One second. Circle hook isn't what you'd think a circle hook is. This is what a circle hook is. I know it has a little bit of line on the end of it, but that is a circle hook. And I've been told to use these for when you're hooking it wacky style. I just wanted to give it a shot. I have my slip sinkers in here. I have even more slip sinkers. And I have more wacky hooks in here. And of course, you always need to have a flashlight with you, just in case if you need it. I always take a flashlight with me no matter where I go, because you never know when you may need it. Always make sure that's on, ready to go. And I have a little multi-tool. Okay, it's a little knife. Nice to always carry around with you. You never know what kind of predicament you may be in. This is basically all I've been using. My rod, I'll show you a little bit about it. It's got Whiskey River Tube on there. And the rod I'm using is a 6'6" Shimano Solera, and it has a Shimano IX 4000R with Andy line. It's Andy 8-pound, and it's thick, and it's a pink-colored line. Best line I've ever used in my life. Probably one of the best rod and reel setups that I've ever seen before. I love these, and I will always use them. Thank you, YouTube. This is just the basics for bass fishing. And this is all the basic stuff that I'm going to be using tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and this is Catfish Catcher Cody signing off.